What is up, guys? MACABESPEED coming at ya. Incredible episode today, bringing you the very first S45 Fat Boy that I know to be filmed on YouTube. I actually initially got this idea from a faithful subscriber who was looking for one of these rail kits for an 1100cc bottle he sent me a picture of on his S45. This is as big as you can physically go. There's less than 1 millimeter between the barrel and the tank itself, and I verified this on film for you guys in the last episode about this thing. This beautiful beast of a semi-automatic air gun comes to us today from Bluegrass Big Bore. Thomas out there at Bluegrass Big Bore, I don't have a hat to say hats off to you, brother, but I cannot thank you enough, my guy. You are furthering the development on these big, bad, high-capacity S45 stick mags like nobody else right now. I have a total of 4 S45s, 345 caliber and 1 357, and it literally takes that many guns in the stable to be able to fulfill the testing necessary to really put out a high quality, high impact product that will survive the physical violence that the S45 machine brings to the table. There is no air gun working on the ragged edges of reliability like the S45 is today. The S45 has pulled out all of the stops in the design to try and give you, the user, semi-automatic, large caliber, large foot-pounds of energy reports every single time. There are some foibles with this platform, but this is not a beginner air gun. If you think you're just gonna pick this up, every single time you use it, it's just gonna be happy-go-lucky, Crossman 1322 reliable, it's not for you. It's just not for you. This is an advanced air gunner's air gun, and for those of us who are willing to go ahead and put the time and effort in required to learn the machine, this really is the king of all air guns currently on the market. Now, instead of throwing this brand new rifle into the deep end and going directly to stick mags that if they fail, they're gonna break my valve pin, I think we're gonna go ahead and stick with a factory magazine for the very first shots. Let's load up the first 6 rounds. Now, the ammunition that we're gonna be using today is some approved stuff. This is from Jim at Texoma, and these are his hollow skirt variety. Unfortunately, this is about the 3rd episode today I had to film with no ears because I left my stupid safety gear at home. But this is YouTube, you gotta do it. Shit makes the right noises, man. Over the shoulder ammo holder. Shoot it. That's exemplary. What more do you want? What more do you really want? We picked this thing up with no shots fired through it whatsoever, put the correct ammunition into the magazine, and with absolutely no optic on the top rail whatsoever, simply using the fiber optic iron sight that we've installed on this for the very first time, we are on target. That is a people stopper. Ain't no doubt about it. That is 100% practical accuracy good enough to stop the threat. I think a lot of people really defer to this platform for that reason, so it's really nice to see that it just chooches right out of the box. Now, the only thing that's better than having one factory mag that works for you is being able to have 2 factory mags that work for you on the same exact doubler. This goes ahead and eliminates the questions that you might have going to an aftermarket magazine and utilizes the stock ones we just saw work, but gives you double the capacity by linking them together. These kits are available. Do email me about them. Into the breech. I don't know how many are in here, but we'll go with it. 3,200 PSI. And you know what? We already know it works. Let's ring some steel and set a decent target up. Miss. Hit. A little bit wonky there. Into the breech. Making the right noises, man. Fire. Trigger issue. Trigger issue. ammunition. That was kind of a lackluster magazine there. It's definitely one of those things with the S45 that the manufacturing is built to a price point, which means that the more that you use the thing, the more it will wear in, and the more that these parts will lose those hard burrs from manufacturing. This is information that I am not making up or extrapolating. It's literally directly from the manufacturer. The more you use these, the better it will get. Let's continue. Kind of see I gave it a little bump there. Hit. 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 And now we're out of ammunition. That's the other problem about these factory mags. They are very, very, very little, so you definitely do run out of freedom seats fairly quickly. I am making sure at this point that I'm doing everything I should to make sure that the rifle runs, but I think you guys are definitely seeing the true nature of what the S45 is until it gets to that true break-in point. My first one that I got from Ben over a year ago has more than 3,000 rounds through it, and it runs like a dream, minus the broken bolt handle, right? Minus the broken bolt handle that we saw in that mag test episode. But as you guys saw, even at the very beginning of its lifetime, it did have a few issues. So we got in there, guys. Rocking and rolling. I know the last magazine didn't really inspire a ton of confidence in people, but I definitely want to go ahead and get through that break-in period to where this thing just runs like a dream for us. About 3,800 PSI, it's plenty. Put the big boy mag in there. Little bit of help. Hit. Shoot it. Working, but the gun isn't quite there yet. This right here is definitely one, because of the fact that the trigger reset break-in problem does exist on the S45 platform. It's actually incredibly difficult to tell whether or not magazines are having an issue or whether it's the gun that's having an issue. Alright guys, so to say that I am disappointed at this point is an understatement based on the fact that I was shooting this 100% as directed with factory approved ammunition in a factory magazine. This really is why you gotta have so many of these rifles when it comes down to trying to develop a product at the ragged edges of development like these stick magazines. Even under normal usage, doesn't matter whether it's shot 1 or shot 1000, the valve pins are the #1 first thing to go on this air rifle, and there's no telling when it's going to happen to you. I think it's going to be a great place to go ahead and end today's episode, but if you like today's episode, give it a thumbs up. You want to see more content like this, make sure you subscribe for more with that notifications button so you can stay current on the channel as well as when these videos come out. If you really like this video and the transparency and honesty that I bring to the table, make sure you share it so that somebody else can see it. And I'll catch you boys in the next one.